check. Check the sleep parameter. It's a 20-year-old kid driving. Live from the Hibbing Memorial Building, it's time for high school hockey on Up North Hockey. Tonight's game features the International Falls Broncos and the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets in a boys hockey matchup, Section 7A matchup, and Iron Range Conference meeting as well. Doing your play-by-play call tonight is Randy. Randy and I's first game together for this season. It's great to be back together doing hockey games here tonight. Of course, I've been doing games with Eric the last couple weeks to start the season. And, of course, last year, Randy and I did most of the games together, so it's great to be back doing games with you, Randy, here tonight.
Yeah, certainly it's going to be a fun night, getting the two of us back together. And we should have a great matchup here tonight for old-time hockey between two traditional rivals in Section 7 play, the Hibbing Chisholm and International Falls Iron Range Conference opponents.
And two similar teams. We talked about this in the JV game. Iron Range Conference wide open. Every team is pretty comparable. You know, you have Virginia, Evelyn Gilbert, Greenway, Hibbing, International Falls. I think North Shore might be in the IRC too. I think they joined the IRC a few years ago. But either way, the Iron Range Conference is wide open.
Yeah, it's certainly a wide open conference with anybody can certainly win the Iron Range Conference this year between these teams that are in it, I think.
So the Zambonis out here after warm-ups. The teams will be back on the ice here momentarily for the starting lineups, national anthem, and opening face-off. So we'll step aside here, player sponsor ads. Once again, it's International Falls and Hibbing Chisholm coming your way next on Up North Hockey. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. All right, welcome back, everyone. The Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets have taken the ice for the starting lineups. Just waiting for the Broncos to take the ice. So talking about both teams, Hibbing Chisholm off to a 1-2 start to their season. In their first game, they defeated North Shore 7-4. Then their last two games, they lost to Hermantown 10-0, and then Cloquet Esco Carleton 9-1. Looking to rebound here tonight. And looking at the Broncos, they've started their season 3-0. In their first game, they defeated Kitson Central 6-4. They defeated Greenway 2-1 last Tuesday. Then last Thursday, they moved to 3-0 with a 6-4 victory over North Shore. So the Broncos, Randy, looking to move to 4-0 on the season, and the Blue Jackets trying to rebound after two tough losses against Hermantown and Cloquet.
Yeah, certainly two tough losses for the Blue Jackets there. Second game against Cloquet Esco Carleton, they were only trailing 3-1 going into the third period, and then the third period kind of got away from them. But otherwise, they played pretty competitive hockey for two periods. Certainly looking to get bounced back and winning column tonight against the Broncos, and Broncos looking to keep their season going good here with a road win here in Hibbing.
This is always a fun matchup. Hibbing and International Falls, always fun when these two teams meet with each other. Two historic programs. You know, back in the day when these teams were at their peak, it was a fun matchup. But today, you know, both teams kind of down, but it's still a very fun and historic matchup.
Yeah, certainly always decent games between the Broncos and the Blue Jackets.
Meet the starting lineups. Here's Dan with the starting lineups. PA call.
First for the Broncos. Starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender number 1, Chisholm. Starting at right defense, senior defense number 8, Tucker Hell. At left defense, sophomore defense number 10, Matt Worley. Starting at right wing, senior winger number 7, Cooper Levine. Starting at left wing, senior winger number 21, Miles Mason. And starting at center, senior center number 9, Brady Rickwood. And the remaining Broncos, head coach by Chad Baldwin, assisted by Eric Wilson, Brady Jelly, and Wyatt Boyle. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. Starting at goal tonight, sophomore goaltender number 30, Brayden Boyer. At right defense, senior defense, number 18, Trevor Lehman. At left defense, sophomore defense, number 24, Nathan Rue. Starting at right wing, senior winger number 7, Ethan Blood. At left wing tonight, senior winger number 10, Connor Willer. And starting at center tonight, senior center number 3, Joe Allison. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coach by Eric Rewards, assisted by Chris Stuvich and Aaron Chapman. Players, I'd like to remind you, you do not have to take your helmets off as your masks are affixed to them. So if you want to leave them on, you are welcome to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, and please now ask you to rise. As American Legion Post 222 presents our nation's colors, proudly celebrating their 53rd year in doing so. Please join me in saluting and thanking them for their service to our country, our community, and to Blue Jacket Athletics. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Star Spangled Banner sung this evening by Hibbing High School cheerleader Caroline Rue.
Can you
Well, we're ready for hockey here at the historic Hibbing Memorial Building. Starting goaltenders for both teams. For the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets, sophomore Braden Boyer in the net. And then for International Falls, senior goaltender Mitchell Nemec.
Yeah, should be a good one here tonight. Blue Jackets and the Broncos keeping their Iron Range Conference hockey tradition alive here tonight in Hibbing.
And for both teams have first-year head coaches. For International Falls, that's Chad Baldwin. And then for Hibbing Chisholm, Eric Rewerts. Also coaching Hibbing Chisholm, Aaron Jabnick helping out too.
Yeah, former alums coaching their respective teams. And Chad Baldwin and Eric Rewerts. So just about ready to get underway in Hibbing between the Broncos and the Blue Jackets. Thanks for joining us on your Tuesday evening. Blake and Randy bringing you live action from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena.
Also the referees in this game, Bobby Zalke and Todd Plackner, and then on the lines, Austin Lasky.
And we're underway as the Blue Jackets send into the Broncos end. Knocked in by Willard behind the net. Broncos trying to get in there, sent back in, and sent out by Broncos trying to send it out was Worley. Comes out to center ice, intercepted, picked up by Lehman. And the other way, Nathan Root sends it back across the blue line into the Broncos end. Tipped in was Allison. Allison trying to get over to Willard. And Allison sends it deep in. Willard behind the net. Willard playing it out. Has Bo Frieder in front of the net as the Broncos come through as Cooper Levine brings it back into the Blue Jackets territory for the first time tonight. Sent in by the Broncos, Tucker Hell. This is Bo Frieder. He'll send it across over the other side to Fink. And the Broncos will get it to center ice as Blake Frieder plays it back into the Broncos end. Along the corner is Bo Frieder. Bo gets over to his brother, Blake. Blake back over the point to Sanborn. Sanborn's shot gets blocked through traffic. Broncos are going to get it and bring it out to center ice. Dump back in the Blue Jackets here is Frieder. Gets it over on the other side to Babbage. Babbage along the boards. Gets it up to Lehman and sent towards the front of the net. A.J. Lehman picks it up over to Kemp. And backhanded out by the Broncos. It comes out to center just outside the blue line. We get a whistle. Stoppage of play. 14:51. No score between the Broncos and Blue Jackets.
Well, a long period there without a stoppage of play. Looks like no shots yet. 0-0. Shots on goal. So we'll see what happens here the rest of the period.
Lehman gets it over on the other side. Over to Janizic. Dumped back in by the Broncos' Dremel. Picked up by Janizic. He'll try to get out to center ice, and the Broncos take it away. And a shot going wide of the net by Tristan Thompson. Dumped back in by the Broncos as they continue play in the Blue Jackets' end. Dremel, and it comes out to center ice. Back to get it. Now it's going to be Worley back in his own end. And Allison takes it away. Allison moves it back in the Broncos' end, and Ethan Lund is behind the net. Lund working it around. Lund gets it back, trying to get it back to Willard, and it comes out back into the Blue Jackets' end. Allison picks it up. Allison fires a long pass across the ice and tipped back in by the Broncos. Connor Willard is going to get it. Willard move it through center ice. Willard into the Broncos end. Willard gets taken down on the play. And Willard, and we're going to get our first power play of the game coming for the Blue Jackets. There's a shot right on from number 24, Nathan Rude. And that brings us to the power play for the Blue Jackets.
Well, that was a good job by Connor Willard there on nice little rush. Would have had a good shot on net there, but he gets tripped up. Like you said, first power play of the game, and that's Ben Glowak heading to the box for International Falls. 2-minute minor for tripping.
So we'll see what the Blue Jackets can do on this power play as Blake Freider sends it wide of the net. Hell is going to get it out for the Broncos and sends it right in on Boyer for his Jackets. Broncos dump it out, doing a good job on this penalty kill as Tucker Hell sends it the length of the ice. Over to Babbage behind his own net, trying to set some up on this power play for the Blue Jackets. And taken away by the Broncos, shorthanded. Great chance in front. And that was a shot from Brady Wickland. So great shorthanded opportunity there, Blake.
Yeah, really good start to this penalty kill for International Falls. Hibbing Chisholm, 0 shots on the power play here so far. And they've had a couple opportunities the Broncos have on their penalty kill.
Back behind the net is Babbage. Babbage plays it ahead. And to Erickson, taking Allison. Allison trying to get it over to Lund. Picked up by Erickson now. Erickson front, wheels it around, trying to get it across through traffic. And the Broncos intercepted, fire at the length of the ice. And will just about do it for the power play for the Blue Jackets here. This is Willard. Willard wheeling around behind the net. Willard gets it back to the point to Babbage. Send the shot in. Ethan London's going to have another chance at it. And 2 really good saves by goaltender Mitchell Nemec there.
So yeah, Hibbing Chisholm finally got something going on that power play in the final seconds, but I don't think they had a shot before that on this power play. So you gotta give credit to the Broncos. Very good penalty kill there. And they had a couple opportunities as well to maybe score shorthanded.
Sent in by Nathan Root, tries to get it through traffic there, and somehow goaltender Mitchell Nemec saw that one coming through.
That was a big save there, really good save. It deflected a couple times. It looked like, and for a goaltender, those can be very tough to keep track of. So, yeah, great save by Nemec there.
Sent over to Lehman. Lehman's shot almost gets deflected in front. And the Blue Jackets will get it at center, dump it back in, and the Broncos will dump it out with Cody Joslin sending it out for the Broncos. Keegan Fink has it behind the net. Fink gets it across the ice over to Bo Freider, up to Blake. Blake Freider brings it in, and the Broncos pick it up as Parker Savonin has it. Savonin trying to work it back to center ice. And Kemp has it. Now Lehman touched it for the Blue Jackets, picked up by Casey Kemp. Casey Kemp working it up to Janicic. Janicic out to Erickson. Blue Jackets, the Broncos turn it back the other way, and Braden Skifstad. Kemp sends it back into the Broncos, and 10-14 to go here, period number 1. No score between the Broncos and the Blue Jackets. Here's Kemp with a chance. Isaac Erickson can't get a shot through traffic. Broncos defense has been pretty good in front of the net beginning this game.
Yeah, they've been blocking a lot of shots and, clearing those rebounds. So Nemec playing good so far, the goaltender, and the Broncos defenders as well.
Comes out to center ice, and Blue Jackets Sanborn will retreat as icing is the call.
But still has been a pretty good start for Hibbing Chisholm as well. They've controlled most play. Shots on goal, only 4-3 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm so far. But we're in for a good hockey game here. We'll see if the Broncos can, kind of find their legs and get something going as well.
There's a chance in front. This is Willard. Willard working around. Willard slides it over to Allison. Allison trying to get it out front as the Broncos will take it away as Dremel. Picks it up. Dremel gets it out to center. Dremel. Cross pass over to number 20, Sether. And into the corner. Picked up by Thompson. Sether no backhander shot, and that is sent in by Tristan Thompson. I'm sorry. This is Allison at center. Allison crosses the blue line. Connor Willard in to help out. Willard picks up that loose puck, and the Broncos will send it out. Rude will keep it in for the Blue Jackets. Sent wide of the net by Allison. And the Broncos will send it out for an icing. 8:42 left, period number 1, no score. Broncos, Blue Jackets.
So I'm talking about this Hibbing Chisholm team. I'm looking coming up. So at the end, I wouldn't be surprised if the Blue Jackets could be a top contender in Section 7A, maybe a number 3 seed behind Hermantown and Duluth-Denfeld.
And sent out. There's a chance for the Broncos. Shot just off the shoulder of Boyer. Nice opportunity for Colin Kostyuk of the Broncos. And the Broncos continue pressure here. Kostyuk trying to get to that loose puck along with Parker Zavonin. And now Blake Freider has it at center. Blake Freider working it back in. Tries to get ridden off the play. Freider gets a shot away into the corner. Picked up by Casey Kemp into Blake Freider. Tucker Hell as Freider has it. Freider now sent back as the Broncos will take it as Matt Worley sends it out to center ice. Janicic cross ice over to Sanborn. Sanborn taken away by Colin Kostyuk. Kostyuk trying to make a move. Kostyuk gets knocked off the play. And sent out as Casey Kemp is going to pick it up. Kemp with a shot right on. And a big save by goaltender Nebek. Over in the corner is Erickson. Sent back in by Babbage and up and out of play.
Well, I'd like to thank our team member here, Eric, for helping out with the camera tonight. We appreciate it, and you'll hear Eric and I on Thursday night as we see Grand Rapids for the first time, Duluth East and Grand Rapids, big Section 7 AA matchup there at the IRA Civic Center.
Sent back in as this is Babbage, sends it up to Allison. Allison brings it through center ice up to Ethan Lund. Lund working around. Lund trying to make a move through traffic. Picked up by Willard. Over to Rude. Sent a shot in front. Ethan Lund with a chance as Babbage keeps it in for the Blue Jackets. Sent in the corner. And the Broncos will get it out with this is Gloak, gets it through and into the Blue Jackets end. Babbage. It's over to Allison. This is Willard trying to get it out. The Broncos keep it in off the stick of Cody Joslin. Sent back in as Allison wheels it around over to Connor Willard. Slides it across the ice over to Allison. Allison over to Lund. Lund's shot gets poked down, and Lehman's going to pick it up. Lehman gets it over to Willard. Willard moving it back in to the Broncos end. Willard moving around, trying to get through traffic. Good job by the Broncos defense. Gets knocked down, and Broncos are going to come out with it. And dump back in by Max Dremel. This is Janicic. Janicic over to Freider. Freider with it at center. Picked up by Keegan Fink. Fink shot right off the blocker of goaltender Nemec. And this is Bo Freider. Gets it back to Blake. Freider puts a shot right on. Sanborn's going to get another shot. Doesn't get through traffic. Bo Freider to get it behind the net. Freider working around. That's Blake Freider out front. Freider gets it back to the point to Sanborn. Sanborn over to Bo Freider. Bo moving it in. Shot gets blocked down. Picked up by Casey Kemp. Back to Sanborn. Broncos continue to close down those passing lanes pretty good. Babbage slides it through. That got through. And tipped out by the Broncos. It gets out to into the players' bench with 4:40 to go. Shout out from Richard Lund. Shout out to Ethan, Dad, and Harper watching the game from Osakis, Minnesota. So some shout-outs coming in to different players. We appreciate those.
Also, Shane Stiller says, good luck, Casey Kemp on the Blue Jackets. Uncle Shane in South Texas.
Watching from a little warmer climate tonight. Enjoying high school hockey, Minnesota high school hockey at its finest, and Iron Range Conference battle between the Broncos and the Blue Jackets. Back into the Blue Jackets end, and now it's picked up by Kostyuk. He'll get it out to center and knocked in, but offside on the Blue Jackets.
So far, Mitchell Nemec has faced 9 shots, so 9 saves for Nemec so far. He's faced some quality shots too. He's been doing pretty good, and he played really well when we did that game, International Falls Greenway. He stopped 33 shots in that game, and of course he was our player of the game, so off to a pretty good start obviously here tonight against Hibbing.
Janicic works it over to Allison. Allison's shot just off the goaltender's glove and sent in by Sanborn. Shot right on. Lund into Allison, and the Broncos will come away with that at center ice, but Blue Jackets turn it back in with Allison. Allison gets it over to Lund. Lund trying to work it over to Willard. And another defensive play by the Broncos there as we come out with Cooper Levine. Levine working around, and he gets ridden off the play by Janicic. There's a shot right out front, block down. Nice block on Sanborn there in front of the net for the Blue Jackets. Coming back the other way is Willard. Willard gets through. Another block shot, and that one from Tucker Hell was that defensive play there for the Broncos. This is Fink. Gets it out front. Taken away by Willard. Shot right on. And a big save by Mitchell Nemec.
Oh, big glove save there by Nemec. 11th save so far for him. Shots on goal, 11-5 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. And this is going to be a really physical game, I think. A few hits here and there, but it's going to be a gritty game as well. We've seen a couple block shots here and there, both teams using the body, so that's really good to see.
Sent in by Lehman on the other side by Babbage, and another save for Nemec. .238 to go here, period number 1. No score between the Broncos and the Blue Jackets. Cross ice, it comes out to center and dumped back in by Babbage. Babbage sends it behind the net as Lehman try to keep it in, and Keegan Fink is going to pick this up. Fink over to Babbage. Fink is going to pick it up. Fink moves it ahead to Bo Freider. Can't complete the pass, and it got touched through, so no icing the call there. Kemp will pick it up and throw it back in the corner. Back behind the net as the Broncos, Glowek trying to center the head and sent a Dremel and sent back over to Sanborn, and a shot on goal and a face-off.
Couple more shout-outs here. Brennan Carroll says, good luck, Brady Wicklund from Edmonton, Alberta. Ben Allison Good luck Hibbing from Grand Forks, and Go Gophers 14 says good luck Broncos from the other side of the border. So 2 people watching from Canada here tonight. Probably more too.
Yeah, certainly they appreciate having the games on streaming because they aren't able to cross the bridge. So,
well, yeah, especially family with players on the Broncos. I'm sure a lot of these players have family that live in like Fort Francis and up in Canada. So and of course they can't cross the border or come to the game. So it's really good to provide this service for them.
Right, exactly. So we appreciate everybody joining our broadcast here tonight. Sent back in by Savonin with a chance and a save for goaltender Braden Boyer.
So we have 1:07 remaining in period number 1. Still scoreless between the Blue Jackets and Broncos. Shots on goal 13-6 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Now we have a face-off here in the Blue Jackets zone. We'll see if the Broncos can get something going here.
As sent up by Lund, gets it into Willard. Willard wheels it around to Blake Frieder. Allison trying to get to it and sent up by the Broncos' Cody Joslin. He gets it out to center ice as Allison working for it. Back into the Blue Jackets' end. Back behind it, that is Lund. We have 45 seconds left here in period number 1. Blake Frieder with an opportunity. Frieder trying to get it over. He gets taken down on the play. Nice defensive play by Cody Joslin of the Broncos. It is over to Willard. Willard gets it over in front. Trying to get it to Lund. Behind the net, now played in the corner by Joslin. And it comes out to center as Cooper Levine brings it back in for the Broncos. Levine's shot gets blocked down by Allison. Never got through traffic. Allison has it with 14 seconds left in period number 1. Babbage wheels it around, gets it over to Blake Frieder, and it comes out to center. Brought back in, or Cody Joslin sends it back through center ice to end our period. Well, a very competitive first period there, Blake.
It was, as the scoreboard says, no score after 1 period of play. It was dominated by Hibbing Chisholm, though I feel like they lead in shots on goal 13-6, and they had more quality shots as well. But it's a scoreless game after what, so anything can happen going into the second period of play. We'll see if both teams come out flying for the second period, and yeah, we'll see if the Broncos can get a little more shots on and more quality scoring chances in our middle period.
Yeah, certainly the Blue Jackets with the bulk of the opportunities in the first period. 13 saves for goaltender Mitchell Nemec of the Broncos, and Braden Boyer of the Blue Jackets had 6 saves in period number 1. So we will step away from the microphone and take a little break. Period 2 is coming your way next. No score in at the Hibbing Memorial Arena, 0-0 between the Broncos and Blue Jackets.
Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop, and good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. All right, welcome back to the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Teams are getting back on the ice here for the second period of play. Once again, we are scoreless after one period of play between Hibbing Chisholm and International Falls. Should be a fun final two periods here, Randy, from Hibbing.
Yeah, certainly always fun games between the Broncos and Blue Jackets. Just a couple shout-outs I want to get in here is Ben Allison sending good luck Hibbing from Grand Forks. Of course, Ben Allison is the brother of Joe Allison. And then also good luck to Parker Savonen from KCMO, home of the Chiefs. And Cynthia is watching from Melbourne, Florida, she wishes. And she is the aunt, Cindy Voltuski. She is the aunt of Nathan Rood, watching from Melbourne, Florida, along with Uncle Ron. And good luck to the Broncos from goalie Cam. And Kaylee Kemp sending it, watching her baby brother Casey from Bemidji. So we thank everybody for watching around the country and across the international border in Canada as well.
Yeah, we have Texas, we have Florida, we have Edmonton, Alberta, we have Canada, like you said. So we have people watching all over. And yeah, keep sending those shout outs there. We'll give you a shout out. Keep sending those messages and we'll give you a shout out the best we can. Yeah, it's pretty cool to hear where people are watching from. Sometimes people kind of prank us, though. Sometimes they say they're watching from like Russia or North Korea or somewhere.
Oh, we get some funny ones like that once in a while. Some of them we know, obviously, that they're not in those countries, but sent back in by the Broncos as we begin period number 2. Lund gets it over to Allison, up to Willard. Willard brings it through center ice, back into the Broncos' end. Willard over to Allison. Allison, big save to begin the period by Nemec. The Blue Jackets pick up with a great opportunity as Hale tries to get out. Allison trying to get it to Lund in front. Lund's shot gets blocked down. Allison gets it back to Lund. Over to Willard. He can't pull the trigger. The Blue Jackets, the Broncos bring it out with Brady Wicklund. Wicklund moving around. Wickland's shot gets blocked down by Rood. Wicklund sends it over, and it is played by Cooper Levine. Picked up by now Rood. He'll get it over on the other side to Trevor Lehman. To Allison behind the net. Allison gets it out towards center, and we get a icing coming up against the Blue Jackets.
So a big game going on tonight. What am I trying to say? It's a rivalry game. That's what I'm trying to say. Up in Roseau and World, big rivalry matchup between the Rams and Warriors. And the last I heard, it was 1-0 World in that one.
Yeah, always a traditional battle there between the two teams. Taken away by the Broncos right out front with Braden Skifstad. And Skifstad pulls it back over to Parker Savonen. Blue Jackets will try to get it out, and Skifstad's going to pick it up. Skifstad loses control and sent back in by the Broncos. Savonen into the corner. Skifstad along with Fink trying to play for that. And Bullfrider gets it out to center, but sent back in on goaltender Braden Boyer. Or it doesn't get through. Face-off is coming outside the blue line.
Well, actually, my update for that game was pretty outdated. An update from Carl East on Twitter. 4-0 World over Roseau with 3:16 left in the first period.
And big first period for the Warriors.
But one thing about that game, Warroad better not get too comfortable. I remember last year in game number 1 of that rivalry, Warroad was up 4-0, and Roseau stormed back and won the game.
Right, yeah, there was a third period comeback by the Rams. That game played in Roseau. And the Broncos send it back in. Into the corner by Joslin. Back behind the Blue Jackets net. out front. Little backhander towards the net. And Broncos scrambling in front of the net. Blue Jackets blocking down those shots as a couple good chances. Dremel was out front of the net for the Broncos there. And Hell sends it back towards, gets blocked down. Isaac Erickson's going to grab this and bring it back in. Erickson moving around. Erickson's shot gets blocked by goaltender Nemec. Turn back the other way, and the Babbage tips it and sent back in by Thompson of the Broncos.
Well, a good start to this period for International Falls. A lot better than the first period. Just big opportunity there just a few seconds ago for the Broncos.
Sent back in for the Broncos, Talmadge. Talmadge gets it over on the other side, taken by Lund. He'll put it back in the corner. Bloak in there to get it, and picked up by Ethan Lund. Lund wheels it back to Rude. Rude getting it back behind the net over to Willard. Willard moving around. Willard back to Babbage. Babbage working it in, gets shot, gets blocked down. Broncos will get it up with Cooper Levine. Levine now gets around the player at Levine with a backhander in. And a big save by Braden Boyer. Great chance for the Broncos. Allison comes back the other way.
Yeah, Boyer's starting to see a few more shots here in this second period of play. It comes up big in both of the Broncos' opportunities there.
Lehman sends a shot, gets blocked down. Lehman will get it and knock it back in here for the Blue Jackets to keep it in. Sanborn sends it back into the corner. Allison. Allison trying to get it up front, and the Broncos fire it out. Back in there to get it is Trevor Lehman. Lehman gets it up as Bo Freider brings it across the blue line. Freider wheels it around. Freider into Fink. Freider can't make a play on it. Broncos come out with Skifstad. Skifstad's shot goes over the top of the net. Fink, and it is comes out to center. Fink trying to fight for that loose puck. Willard trying to send it back in as Sanborn picks it up and rucks it in. Broncos turn it back the other way, and Kostyuk. Kostyuk wheeling around. Oh, Skifstad! Kostyuk takes a shot, and another save by goaltender Mitchell Nemec, or Braden Boyer. And a big save for Braden Boyer there.
Yeah, the sophomore goaltender for Hibbing Chisholm. Standing his ground so far, doing pretty good. Shots on goal now 15-10 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. The Broncos starting to get a few more shots on goal, and shots are starting to tighten up a little bit.
Talmadge's shot goes wide of the net. We're going to get a whistle, and an interference penalty is coming up against the Broncos. So this will be the second power play for the Blue Jackets.
So, yeah, Blue Jackets had that power play in the first period. Couldn't really get anything going. They only had a couple shots on net. It was a really good penalty kill for the Broncos. We'll see if they can get something going here on their second power play of the game. See if they can get a few more shots, too.
And the Broncos will send it around as Babbage keep it in and to Lund. Lund over to Willard. Willard's shot gets blocked down. High stick, Erickson, but touched by the Broncos, so that gets waved off. Erickson has it. Erickson back to Willard. Willard back to Erickson. Over to Willard. Across the ice to Babbage. Sends it into Lund. Lund keeping control. Gets it in to Allison. Allison over to Erickson. Tries to get over to Allison, and Lund will pick it up. Lund back over to Allison. Erickson. Blue Jackets keep control. Erickson breaking in. Erickson shot over the top of the net. He's going to get that loose puck behind the net. Erickson wheeling it around. And now the Broncos will get it out with from Matt Worley, sends it the length of the ice.
Well, the Blue Jackets trying to get too fancy there. It happens a lot on the power play for a lot of teams. The teams just get too fancy with the puck, passing it around too much. You got to shoot the puck.
Yeah, just get shots off, and especially in a close game like this, 0-0 battle with 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Classic Iron Range Conference battle between the Broncos and Blue Jackets.
And like our buddy says, Eric Johns, shoot the puck.
Yep, shoot the puck, right?
Never know what's going to happen. Shoot the puck whenever you can.
And over on the other side, Sanborn's going to pick this up. Sanborn, long pass for Freider, and this is going to be an icing against the Blue Jackets.
This has been another good penalty kill for the Broncos. Only a couple shots once again for the Blue Jackets on their power play. Only 27 seconds remaining on that. And we have another defensive zone faceoff for the Blue Jackets on the power play. We got to give credit to the Broncos. Another good penalty kill for them.
Yeah, certainly they've been solid on their penalty kills here tonight. This is their second one of the game. And sent back towards the net by Levine. Kemp. And Levine trying to get it over to Sanborn. Sanborn sends it across over to Kemp. Over to Blake Freider. Gets it up to his brother Bo. And loses control as Tucker Hell sends it back in. Picked by Cooper Levine. Levine and taken away by Sanborn. 2 seconds. That power play is over with for the Blue Jackets. And long pass doesn't get through as the Broncos will send it out. Matt Murley back into the Blue Jackets and picked up by Sanborn. Sanborn to Blake Freider. Now Keegan Fink working in. Keegan shot right off the pipe. As it comes out, as the Broncos will bring it out to center and knock it back in with Miles Mason. Mason right in front of the doorstep and just couldn't pull the trigger. And Keegan Fink brings it back in for the Blue Jackets. Back the other way as Brady Wickland sends it out for the Broncos. Of course, Miles Mason is the son of Bill Mason. And his uncle, Bob Mason, is the goalie coach for the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. Miles Mason, lots of hockey blood in his family. And, of course, a couple of years ago, he got that hole-in-one. He sent that in, and we posted that on our Instagram page. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty unique honor for him. And, of course, his uncle, Bob Mason, playing in one of the longest playoff games in NHL history for the Washington Capitals. Unfortunately, they did lose that game, but it was a thrilling game, certainly for Bob Mason for the Washington Capitals. And sent wide of the net by Lund into Allison. And this is Connor Willard behind the net. Willard slides it out to Rude, and he'll keep it in. Rude sends it into the corner, and Allison's going to pick that up. And it comes out to center ice and brought in by Savonin. Savonin crossing across as Koscheck out front of the net. And Koscheck, along with Willard, trying to play for that loose puck, picked up by Allison. Nice little tip play by Janicic as Willard is in with some speed. Over to Lund with a chance, a golden opportunity for Ethan Lund, and a big save by Mitchell Nemec. Wow, that was a great chance for the Blue Jackets, and Nemec stood up to the challenge. There is, slides over to Kemp. Kemp, shot goes wide of the net. Lund has it. Lund wheeling around. Lund with a shot on. And Nemec, solid in net, makes another big save.
He's a very tough goalie to beat. He's a bigger goalie. He takes up a lot of the net, and he's very good with his blocker and glove. We saw it, like I said, last Tuesday night in Coleraine. Mitchell Nemec played good in that game, and he's playing really good here tonight so far. 20 saves for him so far, halfway through the second period.
And the Broncos will play it out as Miles Mason brings it back into the Blue Jackets end. Mason in the corner. Mason has it, works it back to Hell. And the Blue Jackets bring it out with Erickson. Erickson wheeling around, trying to get through. Erickson behind the net. Erickson works it out front. Little tip in by AJ Lehman in front of the net. And stoppage of play on the save.
So we have 7:21 remaining in period number 2. We are still looking for our first goal of the hockey game. And shots on goal 20-10 in favor.
A while, Bob Mason. I didn't realize that Bob was no longer the goalie coach there. So thanks for that message as Cooper Levine plays it in for the Broncos.
Yeah,
Blake Freider slides it over to the other side. Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, I think Mason was the goalie coach up until this year, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't realize they had changed, but I guess, with this late start to the NHL, I didn't really take a look around, but the Broncos have it as Bo Freider will pick up that loose puck. Gets it over, trying to get it over to Blake, and the Broncos bring it out. And back into the Blue Jackets end. Shot. And a save by Braid Boyer.
A couple more shout-outs here. Courtney Grigory. Let's go number 10. Good luck from North Carolina. Former Hibbing hockey bomb watching the boys. Let's go Hibbing. That's Lindsay Castet. And that's it for shout-outs right now.
So again, thanks you for the shout-outs. Lots from all over the U.S. and Canada tonight, so we appreciate those. Keep them coming in, and the Broncos have a chance in the corner, and Lund's going to come out with it. Lund through center ice with 6:11 to go. No score. Lund with a shot on Ellison with a chance, trying to break this scoreless tie, and the Blue Jackets keep it in with Janicic. Janicic fires into the corner. Janicic has it, moves it over to Willard, sends it across ice and out as Lehman is going to move it back in. That's Trevor Lehman dumping it back in for the Blue Jackets. Dumped by Worley, and this is Lund. Willard has it. Willard trying to get it back to the point, and Boyer back to leave it for Babbage. Babbage to Casey Kemp. Kemp across the blue line. Kemp over to Lund. It's blocked down. Sent back in by, and a corner by Rood. And Broncos will dump it out. Babbage back to get it. 5:07 to go here, period number 2. Erickson loses an edge. And try to get it was Brady Wicklund. Wicklund now moves out front. Wicklund hits a pipe. Great chance for the Broncos as Wicklund's going to get it behind the net. Wicklund has held back, calling for it, and just couldn't get the puck back to him. As Babbage has it. Babbage works it ahead as it is over on the other side of Casey Kemp. Kemp now working it in. Kemp sends a little backhander over on the other side to Janicic. Tucker Hill skates it through center ice. And Sanborn, we get a whistle and a stoppage here. One of the referees is down here, so hopefully he's going to be okay. The Blue Jackets are going to go off on a penalty here. Coming up here.
Yeah, that's the linesman there. Austin Lasky down. Looks like he's going to be okay. Lasky, he was actually the linesman for the Duluth Marshall Greenway game, and he took quite the beating in that game as well. Got hit by a couple pucks, so looks like he's going to be okay, so that's good to see.
So Janicic going off for the Blue Jackets. This will be the first power play for the Broncos in this game. Yeah, certainly good to have Austin okay and be able to stay out there.
Well, an update from Bree Cupoletti Arena and the Miners Memorial Building in Virginia. Halfway through the second period, it's Cloquet Esco Carleton 3 and Virginia Mountain Iron Beal 0 in that one.
Allison gets it to Trevor Lehman. Lehman fires it and trying to work for it with Lund. And now picked up by Levine. Gets over to Savonen. He sends it back into the Blue Jackets end. Broncos trying to get some set up on their first power play of the night. This goes over to Skifstad. Loses control, sent by Hell. Hell gets it over to Levine. And the Broncos will retreat back behind over their own net. And brought in by Wickland. Wickland into Savonen behind the net. Savonen back, try to get it back to Wickland. Sent back in by Hell. Goes just wide of the net. And the Blue Jackets will get it out with 1 minute left on the power play for the Broncos. Long pass across the ice over to Skifstad. Skifstad can't quite reach it. And held in by Sether. Sether's shot goes into the corner. And now the Blue Jackets will get control as Nathan Rude brings it through center. Tipped back in by Owen Sether. And Blue Jackets get it out with Babbage.
So just like the Blue Jackets on their power play, International Falls with their first power play, and both teams have not been able to get something going on their power plays. I don't think International Falls even has a shot yet, as there's only 10 seconds remaining on their power play. So very good penalty kills for both teams here tonight.
There's a chance out front as Allison and Blake Freider is going to knock it out. So the Blue Jackets are back at full strength. And this is Ethan Lund in the corner. Lund behind the net. Lund wheeling around and fired back in by Sanborn. Back to get it is Babbage. Into Allison. Allison tries to get it into Lund and tipped out by the Broncos Dremel, but fired back in by Sanborn. Cross ice pass up to Wickland. Wickland with it. He gets taken away by Sanborn. Broncos will keep it in, and it comes out now here with Lund. Lund trying to get around Hell, cannot do it. Hell gets it up to Wickland, along with Levine and Wickland. Allison. This is Willard. Gets it up to Lund. Lund trying to make it a move around Hell with a nice defensive play. And moving around is Joslin. And it comes out to center as we get less than a minute to go in our second period. Joslin moving it back in. Joslin, long shot in. And Boyer just leaves it for Rude. Rude over to knocked out by Willard. Fired back in by Joslin with 35 seconds to go, period number 2. Trevor Lehman behind the net. Lehman gets it over in front to Keegan Fink. And the Broncos turning back the other way with Parker Savonen with a chance. And another save by Boyer. Good chance for Parker Savonen for the Broncos there, Blake.
Yeah, very good chance. Fink was not able to get it out there at the blue line. The Broncos came the other way, and huge opportunity there. We had 2 referees there for about 3 or 4 minutes or so as linesman's back out here now, but he had to go off the ice for a little bit. Probably had to get – he might have been bleeding or something. I don't know. He might have got cut. I'm not sure, but I saw an ice pack somewhere down there. But it's good to see him back out there.
Here's Bull Freider. Bull Freider gets around the D. Bull Freider wheels it around, and he can't get a shot away. Nice chance for the Blue Jackets late, but no score after 2 periods, Blake.
Yeah, we have a barn burner here in Hibbing. Like you said, scoreless after the second period of play. Looking at shots on goal, 22-11 in favor of the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. I thought this second period was a little more even than the first period. You know, International Falls came out flying. Huge opportunities in the first 2 minutes or so, but it was a very even period back and forth. And it's going to be a roller coaster of a third period coming up here from the Hibbing Memorial Arena.
Yeah, a quick shout out from Riley Lund, brother of Ethan Lund. He gives a shout out from Moses in Costa Rica. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So 22-11 shots on goal. Favor of the Blue Jackets. We're in for a special third period here, maybe, Blake, and maybe more.
Yeah, just one more shout out here. Deborah Hempstad says go Mitchell Nemec. That's it for shout outs right now. But yeah, it's going to be a great third period here. You know, no scoring. Both goaltenders playing really well. Mitchell Nemec and Braden Boyer. Boyer started to steal some more shots here in the second period. Did see much in that first period, but yeah, both goaltenders have made some big saves for their respective teams.
So we'll step away from the microphones. We'll have third period action coming your way next here on Up North Hockey. It is International Falls 0, Hibbing Chisholm 0. 2 periods in the books from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena.
Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram or shop online at ironrange.shop. And good luck to all the players. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey and wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. For all your heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration needs in the Grand Rapids area, call Tony from Anthony's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration at 218-256-1092 or find them on Facebook at Anthony's Heating, AC, and Refrigeration, LLC. G&B Environmental specializes in proactive air and water filtration services, HVAC coil protection, cottonwood screen insulation for cooling units, UV light air purification systems, and electrostatic disinfectant spraying for COVID-19 and other contagions. Give them a call at 1-800-466-2018 or visit gbenvironmental.com. Winnie Trading Post is your one-stop shop on the way to the lake. Located 12 miles north of Deer River on Highway 46 by Lake Winnebagosh, Winnie Trading Post offers gas, food, bait, propane, and everything in between. Find them on Facebook by searching Winnie Trading Post or stop by on your next trip to the lake. For their respective teams.
This is the checkers game where grandson and granddad will bond.
Watch live and local news on a variety of networks with YouTube TV. Try it free.
One, two, three, four. Can I have a little more? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love you. A, B, C, D. Can I bring my friends to E, F, G, H, I, J? I love you. Boom, 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 boom. Sail the ship. Boom, boom, boom. Chop the tree. Boom, boom, boom. Skip the rope. Boom, boom, boom. Look at me. All together now. 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 Boom, boom, all together now. All together now. All together now. All together now. All together
Tonight, I'll be eating a falafel wrap with sweet potato fries. Thanks.
All right, welcome back to Hibbing here. Both teams have taken the ice for the final period of play. And we're in for a good third period from the Hibbing Memorial Building. We are scoreless after 2 periods of play.
Third period of play here. Couple of shout-outs. Haley Willard sending in wishes for her brother, Connor Willard, watching from Duluth. And Bob Dukesher from watching from Grand Rapids, Michigan, sends in Gold Broncos. Bob, thank you very much for the shout-out. Bob was a good friend of mine back in the day, back in the run to the 1995 state tournament when the Broncos won. Bob and his fiance at the time were a big part of that. So thanks for the shout out, everybody across our broadcast. Lund, bring it back in as we got the music still playing. Allison sends it behind the net, tipped out by number 10. Back in there, Worley, as Allison gets it back to Babbage. Babbage sends it through and knocked out by the Broncos. Babbage gets it up to Willard, sent in by Hell. Chance for the Broncos down low, as in front was Cooper Levine. And whistle, as that was a high stick.
So I was thinking, we have a lot of people watching from different states tonight. My goal is we got to get a game here with people watching from all 50 states, huh?
Right, yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
That'd be fun to see if we could make that happen. Savonin and Fink, as the Broncos will try to keep it as Bo Freider comes out now. Freider in. Freider with a chance and ridden off the play by number 14, the Broncos, Kostyuk. Lehman trying to hold it in. Here comes Broncos, Savonin across the other end. So Kostyuk! Kostyuk cannot make a play. Boyer might have got a piece of that. Kostyuk sending back out all the way to the other end. As the Broncos a golden opportunity. This is over on the other side to A.J. Lehman. Lehman works it across the ice, and this is going to be an icing is going to be the call.
That was probably the best opportunity we've seen all night. Breakaway chance for Kostyuk. He had the backhand open net there, but could stuff it in. Boyer was on the right side of the net and the crease. And, yeah, that was a big opportunity for the Broncos. Still looking for our first goal of the game.
Yeah, scoreless tie with 15:27 to go. And sent in by the Broncos, in by Owen Sether. And the Broncos will try to get it in as Casey Kemp picks it up at center. Erickson, Hill, and now Isaac Erickson, the Broncos takes it away, or the Blue Jackets takes it away. Erickson. And it comes out to center ice as Babbage is going to pick it up. Babbage bringing it into the Broncos' end. Babbage behind the net. Babbage trying to work it out front as the Broncos will get it out with and fired in by Cody Joslin. Boyer's going to make this stop. Blue Jackets in with Connor Willard. Willard in with Lund. Back behind the net is Lund. And Broncos will get it out with out to center ice. Over to Allison. Allison gets it over to Janicic. Janicic up ahead to Allison and sent back in by the Broncos. Ben Gloek into the corner. Cross ice over to Allison. Allison working it on for Ethan Lund. Too far on the icing.
Well, another update in the Rosa Warroad rivalry. It is now 5-0 Warroad with 9:44 remaining in the second period. So it looks like the Warriors are going to run away with that game, but you never know. There's still a lot of game left of that one. As we saw last year, it was 4-0 Warroad after 2 periods of play in the meeting number 1 of last year's rivalry series.
Yeah, certainly it's right now Warroad playing very well in that game against their crosstown rival, the Rosa Rams. Sanborn trying to get it up for Bo Frieder, and too far for him.
So something to talk about here. International Falls alum Dean Blaze was recently inducted into the United States Hockey Hall of Fame back in the spring or summer, or the fall or summer, whenever they came out with that. But yeah, inducted into the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. You know, of course, Dean coached many levels of hockey: high school, college, USHL, pro hockey, junior, national junior teams. So it's a big honor for Dean Blaze of International Falls.
Yeah, certainly. Congratulations to Dean Blaze on that. That great honor. He coached International Falls, his alumni, for 2 years. He coached University of North Dakota, won national titles there as well, and he won the state title with a head coach of the Rosa Rams back in 1990. So he's tasted championship victories a lot, and of course at North Dakota winning two national titles there. So,
and also coached the Columbus Blue Jackets of the NHL too.
Right. So been all over. Is Casey Kemp with a chance for the Blue Jackets here. 12:42 to go, no score between the Broncos and Blue Jackets. Janicic trying to get it through traffic, and Lehman trying to send it towards the net. The Broncos will bring it out with Owen Sether. And now Janicic, and a hooking penalty is going to be coming up with 12:27. Broncos will be back on the power play for the second time tonight.
Well, we're still looking for our first power play where the team had a effective power play. Hibbing's had 2 power plays so far. Didn't get many shots on goal. International Falls has had 1 power play, and it was a good penalty kill by the Blue Jackets as well. So we'll see if the Broncos can get something going here on this power play for them.
And a quick shout out to Andy Kersnia, watching from Portland, Oregon. Of course, Andy Kersnia was a member of the 1990 and 1991 Broncos team. He was the goaltender for the Broncos. Thanks for checking in, Andy.
Well, we have a lot of states tonight, actually. North Carolina, Florida, Texas, Michigan, North Dakota, now Oregon. I'm sure a lot more, too.
Sent in by Cooper Levine, and that gets blocked down as Allison has it at center, dumps it back in the Broncos' end. Allison and Levine, and the Broncos will pick it up here with Tucker Hell across the ice and knocked in by Max Dremel. Sanborn around the boards. Hell has it, keeps it in for the Broncos. Over to Dremel, gets it back over to Hell. Cross ice over to Worley. Worley's shot gets blocked in. Hell's going to get another chance at it. Blocked down by Ethan Lund. Comes out to center with Worley. Worley working it back in. Worley trying to get it through traffic, and Allison sends it out. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Broncos.
Yeah, another good penalty kill here for the Blue Jackets, and it's been a penalty and defensive night, penalty killing and defensive night. Both goalies playing well, defenders playing well for both teams, and PK units as well.
And it comes out to center, picked up by Talmadge, and offside is a call. Of course, the Broncos and Blue Jackets have had a lot of history together and a lot of history in Section 7 playoffs. The last time the Broncos played the Blue Jackets in the Section 7 playoffs, that was in the semifinals back in Grand Rapids 2012. The Blue Jackets got a 6-5 win. The last time the Broncos beat the Blue Jackets in the playoffs was back in 1995 in the Section 7 semifinals in Eveleth. A 2-1 victory en route to the Broncos' 7th overall state tournament title. As this is Erickson. Erickson getting across ice, and the Broncos picks it up and brought in by Lehman. Lehman gets it over to his brother with a chance right out front. Shot, goal! A.J. Lehman from his brother Trevor Lehman, I believe, gets the Blue Jackets on the board first.
Well, it looked like initially Nemec had the puck, and he might have had the puck, but looks like it trickled in after a few seconds there, and that is a huge goal. Finally breaking the ice are the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets to make it 1-0 with 10:02 remaining in period number 3.
So that goal coming at 6:58. We'll get the official assist, but I believe that this is going to be A.J. Lehman from Trevor Lehman.
And with his first varsity goal, number 22, A.J. Lehman.
And this is back in the corner as the Broncos continue play.
Assisted by number 18, Trevor Lehman. And number 9, Isaac Erickson.
Lehman and Erickson on that goal for the Broncos, and that is the first varsity goal, first career varsity goal for A.J. Lehman.
Well, pretty cool moment there for the Lehman brothers.
Yeah.
AJ's first goal, varsity goal, and his brother got to assist him there.
Right, exactly, right? So a pretty cool opportunity there. The interference penalty coming up against the Broncos. So puts the Blue Jackets back on the power play for the third time tonight. Allison gets it back to Willard. Willard into Erickson. Erickson cross over to Babbage, sends it behind the net. Loose puck in front. Erickson breaking through, and Mitchell Nemec with a big save there for the Broncos.
So yeah, once again, Blue Jackets lead 1-0 now with 9:13 remaining in period number 3. Then right after that goal, the Blue Jackets, they're now on the power play. They still have 1:50 remaining on that.
Babbage over to Willard. Willard's shot goes over the top of the net. Blue Jackets looking to add to their lead here as Lund wheeling around. Lund tries to get it in to Blake Freider. This is Willard over on the other side. Willard sends it over to Babbage. Babbage into Lund. Lund will get it back to Babbage. Babbage sends it, shot right on. Nemec save back behind the net, picked up by Allison. Over to Lund. Minute 18 left on this power play for the Blue Jackets. This is Allison over to Lund. Lund with a drive and can't get through traffic again. Lund shot on. Nemec on the ice, but makes a big save there for the Broncos.
What a play there by Joe Allison. He went towards the net. He was patient with the puck. He didn't shoot the puck. Sent it over to Ethan Lund. And a great A opportunity for the Blue Jackets. Mitchell Nemec with 2 more big saves for the Broncos.
And good chance for the Blue Jackets there as the puck comes out. This is Sanborn. Sanborn cross ice as picked up by Casey Kemp. And this is Sanborn behind his net with 8:03 to go here in the third period. Bo Frieder working around, gets it over to Isaac Erickson. Erickson crossing the blue line. Erickson gets to that loose puck behind the net. Erickson wheeling around over to Kemp. Or Babbage, Babbage in there with a shot on. Over to the other side, Erickson over to Bo Frieder. Frieder wheeling it around. Frieder has it. Frieder over to Babbage. Babbage shot over the top of the net. And that's going to do it for the power play for the Blue Jackets. This is Frieder, Bo Frieder. And now the Broncos will bring it out to center ice, move it across this Kostyuk. Kostyuk moving around. Kostyuk takes a shot. Doesn't get through traffic, but picked up by the Broncos out front. Hell trying to keep it in. Keegan Fink will get it out, and Kostyuk in the corner. Kostyuk over to Mason, plays it back to the point, and sent in by Worley. Fink will bring it out to center and into the Broncos end. Cross ice over to Savonen as the Blue Jackets will pick it up, and brought in by Trevor Lehman. Taken away by A.J. Lehman, and he had a chance to get his second career varsity goal as that shot just went wide of the net.
Wow, it's been a couple good minutes for A.J. Lehman. He got his first varsity goal just a few minutes ago to make it 1-0, and then he just about made it 2-0 there with his second varsity goal. Wow.
Right. Yeah. So 6:12 to go. Hibbing Chisholm 1 and International Falls 0.
Yeah, it seems like that goal was just the spark the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets needed. It seems like they're playing a lot better now. They've had a lot of opportunity.
Or rather, Hibbing Chisholm. And Root's shot gets blocked down. Broncos are going to turn it back the other way with Brady Wickland. Wickland over on the other side. Wickland gets it in front, and a chance for Tristan Thompson. Just doesn't get through. Nathan Root has it behind the net. Root working it back to Sanborn. Sanborn over to Root. Up to Allison. Taken away by the Broncos, Savonen. Savonen now behind the net. Broncos continue to put on a little bit of pressure here as Allison has it. Allison gets it over to Lund. Lund is going to get it taken away by Joslin, but picked up by Allison. Allison working around, and now it's knocked out as Joslin picks up on the half wall. Willard gets it back to Allison. Allison with a drive right on, and a big save by Mitchell Nemec to keep this a one-goal game.
Yeah, Nemec has been really good tonight. He's let up one goal, so 26 saves for him. And the goal that Lehman scored, I mean, it looked like he had it for a few seconds, and then it trickled behind him. And, he has been very good keeping this a 1-0 game.
That's been a battle here tonight in Hibbing. And this is Blake Frieder. Over on the other side is Hell behind the net. And Hell moves it through center ice and picked up by Miles Mason. Mason back to on the other side, and a shot on net by Brady Wickland.
And on the other end, Braden Boyer has been very good as well. 18 saves for him so far, and out of 18 shots. So both goaltenders keeping this a low-scoring game here tonight.
And we got a stoppage of plays. We got an injured Bronco coming off the ice here.
That's 6, Braden Skifstad. Leaving the ice. Looks like he's, something with his knee or something. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, I saw him sitting on the other end there on a chair on the other side of the rink, and then he had to come across. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he can return for the Broncos next game.
Right. Yeah, certainly they need to have his services out there. As over on the other side is Casey Kemp moving it in. Kemp across the ice trying to get over to Erickson. Nice defensive play by the Broncos out front. Back the other way is Cooper Levine. Levine skates in. Levine backhander goes over the top of that. Great chance for the Broncos there, but Braden Boyer, another big save. Erickson comes back the other way. Erickson through traffic. He still keeps it. Erickson gets a shot away and into the corner. As dumped up by Hill. Babbage will send it back into the Broncos end with 4:03 left here. Period number 3. 1-0 Hibbing Chisholm over the Broncos. This is Allison. Allison, and now brought out by the Broncos Dremel. And this is going to be an icing coming up against the Broncos.
So we have 3:46 remaining in period number 3. It's still 1-0 in favor of the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets, and they also lead in shots on goal, 27-19. And an update from the Bree Cupoletti Arena in Virginia. It is 4-0 Cloquet Carleton over Virginia Mountain Iron Buell with 10:15 remaining in period number 3.
This is Fink, and it's going to win the draw. Nathan Rood sends it wide of the net. Over on the other side and held in by Lehman. That's Trevor Lehman, and this is Bo Freider. Over on the other side, and knocked out by the Blue Jackets, Broncos. Jocelyn trying to bring it out here as Blake Freider sends a shot wide of the net. Broncos tip it through center. Back in to get it is Nathan Rood. Rood and sent back in by Jocelyn. Allison's going to pick it up at center and bring it back into the Broncos end. Allison with a shot right on. Mitchell Nemec, another save.
Well, time's winding down here in Hibbing. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. We'll see if the Broncos can get something going here as they trail 1-0 to Hibbing Chisholm. And that would be a huge goal, obviously. So it's going to be a roller coaster ending to this one tonight, Randy.
Yeah, it should be a fun finish here as the Broncos send it out. Back in as picked up as Babbage behind the net. Babbage over to Sanborn. Loses the puck. Broncos working hard down low with Cooper Levine. Hill trying to keep it in here for the Broncos, but comes out Connor Willard. Willard trying to get through. He gets ridden off the play as Nemec will leave it for Tucker Hill. Hill slides it over to Brady Wickland. Wickland in. Defended on the play by Ethan Lund. Wickland trying to get it towards the front of that. Wickland gets a shot away. Loose puck in front. Rebound there, but Braden Boyer has it. Nice opportunity for the Broncos in there, Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, big opportunity there for Wickland of the Broncos. Of course, he's their star player, their best player. He's been a little quiet tonight, not many chances for him, but that was a big chance. He went around the net and then was able to get a good scoring opportunity there and a good shooting lane. And Boyer, once again, comes up big with the save for Hibbing Chisholm.
So International Falls, Blake is going to take their time out here.
Yeah, good time out here with only 2:15 remaining in period number 3. We'll see what Coach Chad Baldwin draws up during this timeout and see if he can get his team to score their first goal of the game and tie it up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, certainly they're going to have a chance. That would make it really interesting. The Broncos score here, and we got possibly some overtime here tonight.
Yes, it would be a huge goal if obviously the Broncos scored. It has been a very competitive game, as we suspected before this one. Shots on goal, 28-20 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. So the shots on goal aren't too far off in favor of the Blue Jackets. So we'll see what happens. 2:15 remaining.
Broncos get control as Ethan Lund will get it out for the Broncos, but held in, but in on the offside. Don't forget, we will have our Player of the Game presentation, a hat from Iron Range Apparel for our Player of the Game. So watch our 3 social media sites, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for the presentation and interview following tonight's game.
And also the Mitchell Nemec is on the bench, so it's 6-on-5 hockey here.
So chance for the Broncos, 6-on-5 as moved around for Allison. Broncos will keep it in with Tucker Hell. Into Savonen. Tell us to retreat to center, and Allison is going to send it towards the open net. And Connor Willard trying to make a play at it as the Broncos turn it back the other way. Hell comes through center ice, and Lehman sends it back in. Ethan Lund now. Ethan Lund moving in into the empty net. Goal for the Blue Jackets. That'll finish this game off, Blake.
Well, yeah, it's minute 26 remaining in period number 3. It looks like it's going to be the Blue Jackets' night here tonight, but it has been a very entertaining game. So we'll see what happens in the final minute 26 here in this one.
So Ethan Lund will get the assist on the goal there. As this is Babbage moving it back in across the blue line. Babbage shot on. Nemec with the save. Broncos certainly have to get something going on really quick to get back into this game. Certainly they've had some great opportunities here tonight. Been a fun game here tonight.
And this is how it's going to be all season long when you see 2 IRC teams playing each other. It's going to be, tight games. We've already seen it. Greenway International Falls was a 2-1 victory for the Broncos. Evelyn Gilbert, Virginia, the shots and, the play was pretty close to that one, but it was a 3-0 victory for the Blue Devils there. So we're going to see this all season long in the Iron Range Conference.
Right. And Sanborn gets it out to Blake Freider as Casey Kemp brings it in. Casey Kemp on the other side. And the Broncos will turn it back as Max Dremel brings it through the blue line. Dremel working it behind the net. As now picked up by Nathan Johnson. And sent back in by Tucker Hell. We got 25 seconds left in our hockey game. Casey Kemp sends it back into the Broncos and Tucker Hell in there to get it. The Blue Jackets' Connor Perkins seeing some action. Peyton Taylor now. Taylor with it. First time he's touched the puck tonight. And coming out here with Cullen Koscheck. Sends it back into the Blue Jackets' end. And that is going to do it. Blue Jackets are going to get the victory. 2-0 over the Broncos here tonight.
No, it was a huge rebound win for Hibbing Chisholm. They've had last 2 games have been very tough games for them. Of course, losing to Hermantown and Cloquet Carleton. So they moved to 2-2 on the season. So yeah, just a big IRC win for them. And then now the Broncos lose their first game of the season. They moved to 4-1. But like I said, it's going to be fun to see these Iron Range Conference teams playing each other all season long.
Right. Yeah, they're going to be so competitive. I think the whole conference. So it's going to be fun to see how the season progresses in the Iron Range Conference.
So just recapping your scoring there from the third period of play. Hibbing Chisholm scored the first goal of the game at the 6:58 mark of the third period. Scoring the goal was number 22, AJ Lehman, with the first helper going to number 18, Trevor Lehman, and the second assist going to number 9, Isaac Erickson. Then Hibbing Chisholm made it 2-0, empty net goal at the 15:34 mark of the third period. And that was scored by Ethan Lund. And that's how this hockey game ends. 2-0, Hibbing Chisholm over International Falls.
Yeah, so tight battle here tonight between the Broncos and Blue Jackets. They're always usually close games, so it was a fun night here in Hibbing.
Yeah, very, very good hockey game. I saw it against, Greenway International Falls. It was a 2-1 game. So it was a very good game. JV game was a fun one to watch too. So, yeah, good night of hockey here from Hibbing.
Right. So it's always a pleasure to do a game with you, Blake, and it was fun to be able to do this classic Iron Range Conference battle here tonight with you.
Yeah, we're looking forward to maybe doing some more games together down the road. It's probably going to be pretty limited. You mostly stick around here in Hibbing and Eveleth for the most part. I do more games in Grand Rapids and Greenway area. So, but yeah, we look forward to future games. And we thank Eric Johns for doing the camera for us here tonight. And looking forward to our next games. Randy will be back here in Hibbing for a girls hockey matchup between Grand Rapids Greenway and Hibbing Chisholm. Then Eric and I will be at the Irish Civic Center for a big Section 7 AA matchup between the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks and the Duluth East Greyhounds. So we are looking forward to both of those games. Should be two good hockey games on Thursday night.
And, we thank everybody for watching tonight. We thank all the shout-outs we got from everybody across the country and into the international border we got Costa Rica and we got into Canada as well. I mean, we had over 200 viewers here tonight, so thank you again for taking time out of your night to join our broadcast as well.
And just before we go, I'd just like to thank our sponsors, Iron Range Apparel, Minnesota Twist Drill, Anthony's Heating, AC and Refrigeration, G&B Environmental, and Winnie Trading Post. Without our sponsors and our donors, we've been getting some very generous donations from people on Venmo. If you want to send a donation, you can send a donation on Venmo looking up North-Hockey. But like I said, we thank our donors and our sponsors. We couldn't do this without them.
No, I mean, without our sponsors and without your generous donations, certainly our broadcast would not be possible. And we thank everybody for certainly our sponsors for being supports of our broadcasts here on Up North Hockey for the 2021 high school hockey and youth seasons as well. So Thursday night we'll be in different arenas. We'll be back on the air Thursday night. Blake has got the big game with Eric, Duluth East and Grand Rapids from the area Civic Center. Again, I'll be here on Thursday night, I think, with Jay. Hildenbrand will be joining me Thursday night. Hibbing Chisholm and Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning girls hockey. So any final thoughts before we step away, Blake?
Like I said, very entertaining hockey game here at Hibbing. 2-0 victory for the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. And it was just, a good hockey game to see, a tight Iron Range Conference battle.
Yep, certainly a fun battle here tonight. Well, good night from Hibbing. Final score, Hibbing Chisholm gets the 2-0 victory over International Falls. For Blake, I'm Randy saying good night from Hibbing and be safe.